as I'm getting ready to call this action. And I'm also going to have to drop in themes, so bear with me if I'm a little off on the timing here, but I'm going to give it my best effort to hit the themes. I'm controlling a lot of stuff here. So please, like I just said, for the love of God, bear with me.
Yes. I got comments. I got the switcher. I got notes to take.
Yes, so my wife is all over this. We're all over this stuff, so please, thank you so much. Get ready for the action here. The Handsome Snakes takes on the Creed brothers right now on Monday Night Raw. And here we go, ladies and gents. Welcome to the first opening contest of Monday Night Raw, Week 2 of LSWA, the Legend Series Wrestling Alliance. And please let us know if you can hear the arena. But the bottom line is this: the Creed brothers are here. They're making their debut here on Monday Night Raw. They are a member of American Made with Chad Gable and Kurt Angle, as well as Ivy Nile. They've all joined on, signing on to the views and thoughts of Kurt Angle and Chad Gable. I mean, those are two guys. They're top guys. Those are top guys in the game right now, and these two men are under the learning tree. And right now, they have their work cut out for them, because everybody knows right now in the hunt for the tag team titles are the Handsome Snakes, Blake Tarpley and Mython the Python, who we will be seeing very shortly. Now, the Creed brothers don't have theme music just yet. We're working on that, as well as the Handsome Snakes. Well, wait a minute. I'm being told the Handsome Snakes actually do have theme music. Ladies and gents, the Handsome Snakes have some theme music now playing in the arena. And here they come. Mython the Python and Handsome Blake Tarpley heading on out to the ring. They got their work cut out for the Creed brothers, but I'm excited to see these two men. Last week on Friday Night SmackDown, they took on Wash and Thrasher, the Headbangers. Everybody knows they're engaged in a long-standing feud. The winner of that, between those four men, will go on to take on the Dudley Boys at Backlash. That'll happen on SmackDown again. There'll be a rematch. I'm being told right now that'll be a rematch between Blake Tarpley and Mython the Python. Will be taking on the Handsome Snakes next week on Friday Night SmackDown. But right now, that's next week. This is this week, and we're getting action right now. Blake Tarpley and the Creed brothers. Here we go. The Handsome Snakes. Blake Tarpley. Look at this fantastic shin breaker. Now, Blake Tarpley looks like a slim, trim 280 pounds. The man is a specimen. Looks like he's carved out of granite. And here he goes, locking up with the Julius Creed. Irish whip into the corner now. Smartly tagging in Mython the Python. And here we go. Some great tag team action. And Mython, I know it looks, some would say maybe because Blake is chiseled that he would be the more powerful of the two. But truth be told, it's actually Mython as he is displaying the power right now. And look at this, going to toss Creed right back into the post. That'll hyperextend your shoulder, possibly dislocated. And now he's going for a choke. The ref really lackadaisical. Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis both decided that they're going to start loosening up on the rules here. And look at Mython now. He's setting up for something here. Mython's got something planned. Here we go. Oh, looked like he was going to go for his patented German suplex. But, listen, the Creed brothers are fantastic amateur wrestlers. They know how to block a German suplex. So look at that beautiful stun gun alley-oop onto the turnbuckle. And here we go. It looks like he's going for that German again. And wait a minute. Creed almost had it. And now Mython now going for a headlock. A little shot to the face there. Referee better check, make sure that was an open hand. Here we go. 1, 2. He kicks out. I'm shocked Brutus Creed didn't get in on that and break it up for his brother. I guess maybe he thought his brother had it handled, and he did, thankfully. And now Mython the Python really working him over here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. I'm happy you're all here on the Sunday evening slam here at the LSWA. Your voice, Tony Styles here in the booth in the Eagles Nest. Blake Tarpley back in here. Nice little leg takedown. Going to work over that leg. Blake Tarpley now really showing the brass that he is a competitor here on the WWF roster. And Creed now getting the tag to his brother. Blake focused more on placating to the crowd. He wait a minute, one. A reversal. One. Another reversal. This referee's he's gonna need a Gatorade after that. out of breath, and in back comes in Blake Tarpley now. Just quite quickly getting a breather. And Brutus Creed now, beautiful Northern Lights over the head suplex. Dumping Blake Tarpley. Now Blake has made it very known that him and Mython the Python will not stop until they become tag team champions. But that road to the tag team championship is paved with a lot of tables and barbed wire. Because you know at the end of that road stands Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley boys. And here we go now. Julius Creed now taking it to Blake Tarpley. And beautiful standing shooting star press. Almost landing it, but I guess Blake not beautiful. Drop kick. Blake was, I guess, telegraphed it. Kind of looked like he landed it, if you ask me. Now Irish Whip to the corner. I guess, yeah, here he comes. Bring in the big man. In comes Mython the Python now. Big time boot to the midsection. And now Mython looked like he was going for a sidewalk slam, but it was telegraphed. Oh, dumped into the corner by Julius Creed. Here's Mython the Python. And Mython now, he's in a bad way. He's in the wrong part of town now. The Creed brothers now got him right where he wants him. In comes Brutus. Now Brudi gonna dump him. Beautiful takedown. And a knee to the head. Now they're kneeing him right in the midsection. They're working over those ribs of Mython. Gonna cut the airflow. Hard to breathe. Jacking up Mython here now. A shot to the face. Like I said, the ref better check. Make sure those are open hands here. That's TF by Brutus Creed. Brutus now. Like I said, listen, if these two young men beat the Handsome Snakes, you better bet your bottom dollar that they may be in line for a shot at the tag titles as well. Beautiful sidewalk slam. Mython might have something to say about that. Please don't tell him I said that. He might come with this booth and give me a sidewalk slam. Now, wait a minute, now locking up with Brutus. Tossing him into the corner. The big time overhand. Now he's got coming in Blake Tarpley, the handsome one. And look at this move. Fantastic double team maneuver by the Handsome Snakes. And Julius luckily breaking it up for his brother. I'll tell you what, the Handsome Snakes look like a well-oiled machine right here, right now on Sunday Evening Slam. Thank you so much for being here on the Superstation Legend Series channel every Sunday night. You want to join the ranks, you want to come in here and fight guys like Mython and Blake. Oh, big time clothesline by Blake Tarpley. Now, Blake, give the tag to Mython. You want to join these ranks, all you got to do is join the membership, and we'll pop you in on the roster. And big time elbow by Mython the Python. And now Mython locking up with Brudi, putting him back into the corner, and back comes in Blake. This is fantastic tag team wrestling. Cutting the ring off. In no man's land is Brutus. And here we go. Perfect plex by the handsome one. In comes down, comes the ref. Here we go. 1, 2. Oh, kicks out by, I mean, that was almost a surefire 3 count. Now Julius Creed and Blake Tarpley. Mython the Python now. Fantastic tag team maneuvers. Beautiful back body drop by the Handsome Snakes. They call that the Handsome Drop. And here comes Mython. Beautiful snap neck breaker. Mython the Python learned that from Blake Tarpley. These two men learning from each other, growing together in these tag team ranks. I know last week I said WCW's tag team is stacked, but let me tell you something. This WWF roster, look at this power displayed. Oh my goodness, we lost the feed here. The power was displayed by Julius Creed to send shockwaves up into the booth here. And we lost the feed. Thankfully, it's back. And now, Brutus Creed attacking Mython. We apologize for that production error. Brutus shaking this entire studio. And he's at the top rope here. He's going to do it again. And oh my goodness, did you see that maneuver, producer? Holy crap. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the kind of action you can expect, and Blake Tarpley smartly breaks it up. That could have been lights out for the Handsome Snakes. Thank you so much for joining us here. Oh my goodness, I lost it again. We're having an issue here with our splitter. That's what it is. It's the HDMI splitter. But please bear with us. Like I said, we grow together as the weeks go on. And beautiful move by Handsome Blake, knocking Julius Creed off the top rope. And now Creed bounced back kind of quickly. He was impressive. And here he comes now. Hey, wait a minute. Mython now locking up. Putting him back into the corner. Are we going to get some more tag team action? No, choking him. Mython now resorting to a little bit of dirty tactics. Might have learned this from Blake Tarpley. Like I said before, they are learning and growing together. And Mython now, he's going for a cover. This could be it. If Brutus is awake, he better come attack. And Julius just kicks out. Mython the Python. Handsome Blake Tarpley displaying fantastic tag team work here. Showing the tag team division why they are the top tag team on Monday Night Raw right now. And, of course, Friday Night SmackDown. The WWF brand, if you will. Beautiful power bomb by Mython. And, oh, my goodness, we lost the feed again. And just in case, if you're wondering, Brutus broke up the count. And Mython the Python now. I don't know what they're going to have to do to keep these young boys down as they've been calling this whole match. And wait a minute, look at this Julius Creed now. Dumping Blake off on the apron. That's gonna rearrange that handsome mug of Blake Tarpley. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for joining us here on the LSWA Sunday Evening Slam. Mython the Python now rolling Julius back into the ring. He might have him right where he wants him, and he collides with the ref. Ref's in the way. And now Mython going for a count here. 1, 2, 3. Mython the handsome Snake get the win. Taking a Julius to the outside. Taking him in no man's land. And Mython the Python. And Blake Tarpley now celebrating a big-time victory. Man, these boys, they're primed and ready for the tag team titles. The question is, will they get there? Only time will tell. And that time is next week, Friday Night SmackDown, when they take on the Headbangers. The winner becomes the #1 contender for the coveted tag team titles being held currently by Bubba Ray and T-Von Dudley. The greatest tag team of all time, if anybody's going to argue with me. And now, coming out of character, going back into Tony. Back to you guys. Now, bring up those chats, my lovely lady. I'm okay with that. SFW. Okay, we'll make sure we have that written down. Ace's Place. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the LSWA. Welcome. The Laser Pants. Welcome to the show. El Pantalones de Laser will be joining the ranks this week. Teddy Darklaw, you are also in action tonight. Hopefully you can stick around and catch it. I'm going to apologize ahead of time. My HDMI switcher is a cunt. So if I lose the feed for a couple seconds, please bear with us. This actually happens on live TV. So. Rada, yes, definitely will be in action. Will be in the main event of Nitro when he takes on Sting and Lex Luger. It will be him and Samdi. Jeff has a question. Legend, will Pixel Dan be making an appearance? Well, Pixel Dan will have to join the ranks, will have to join the membership, and Pixel Dan will then wind up showing up on the program. But as I said before, Pantalones de Laser will be joining the ranks this week when I make Laser Pants on a live show. I don't know if that would be members only or probably just live. So Laser, Brian, keep an eye out for that if you want any say in your character development in terms of what you want it to look like. If you want me to... Oh, hell yeah. All you got to do is join the membership. We'll pop you in. We could use the heels, Ace. Woody is here. Thank God you made it home safe. Driving home from... Oh, there you go. He's still driving. You get home safe. And we'll be your eyes and ears here. Hey, Gilbert, how you doing, man? I appreciate all you guys coming in here so far and hanging out. The action is just picking up. I hope you guys enjoyed the theme songs. I'm going to try to kind of keep it with everybody. I have a different splitter. It's the HDMI splitter. Yeah, it's the splitter. It's in the big black bag if you want to go grab it. Yeah, this is what was happening at Hog. Okay? So while you go and grab that for me,
Wait,
it's in the big book bag, the big black book bag. It's in the one of the side compartments.
look, it's doing it.
Yeah, it's doing it a lot. So just go get it. We'll switch it out. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on the LSWA. Still to come, we're going to hear from Tone Bone. But right now, once my lady gets back, because she has to switch, she's the switcher, the editor, we're going to hear from BACKSTAGE as he wants to address the crowd. Give me that bag and just switch on over to camera 3, my lovely and talented producer of producers. As we are going to hear from BACKSTAGE right now. And here we go. BACKSTAGE here to address the crowd. Wants to let everybody know how he feels. Fantastic young man from the boogie down, saving lives, as he says. Has something to say. Wants to address the LSWA faithful. Fingers crossed that my splitter works. I'm going to shut off the Handsome Snakes theme song. I think this was the problem. But while that's happening, we're going to sit here and watch BACKSTAGE.
Monday Night Raw. My lovely family's in the crowd. And I'm excited to take on the next challenge here in WWF. Who's next?
Oh, wait a minute! Wait a minute! I know that song! Oh, Jesus. Oh, no, not now. Kirven. Not now. He's got something to say. Let me know if you guys can hear the promo.
But today, I feel like ripping limbs and tearing something apart.
I can't hear it. They should be able to hear it on the output. Yeah. They can hear it on the output. Still working out the kinks here on the LSWA. We finally got False Finish Productions here. All their equipment. And BACKSTAGE says, you're on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm being told tonight, BACKSTAGE will be in action. He will be in action against Don Kirven. Oh, my goodness gracious. Ladies and gents, BACKSTAGE will be in action against Don Kirven. This is my book. I booked the show. So far, so good. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the Super Chats. Welcome to the LSWA. A $10 Super Chat from Gilbert. Yeah, buddy, let's see them subscriber intros. I appreciate you. I hope you guys enjoyed that promo. Let me know if you heard all the audio.
Said it was a little low, but they can kind of hear it.
Okay, we will. I will fine-tune that if you'd like. Just give me a second. Like I said, False Finish Productions coming in here and dropping a bunch of equipment on my lap and telling me, like, you better figure it out Thursdays at 9. Come on. Then I can look at you. But we figured that part out. Now, ladies and gents, also now up next in action, debuting for the LSWA, a young man. He's been around the block a few times, but he's going to be taking on the Human Suplex Machine Taz, and that is Brandon Matthews. He will be taking on the Human Suplex Machine Taz in a debuting match here at the LSWA. Like I said, you want to join the ranks here at the Legend Series Wrestling Alliance. You have an opportunity to either join WCW or WWF. We're reimagining the Monday Night War. Figure Fight Club in the house. Welcome, Hobby. It's good to see you. You will also be in action on the WCW side of things, so please stick around and we will get there. That being said, let's get to the next match. Brandon Matthews takes on the Human Suplex Machine, Taz. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here on the LSWA Legend Series Wrestling Alliance. Brandon Matthews wants to prove something. Called out the Human Suplex Machine Taz. Now Brandon Matthews is debuting, so he didn't get a theme song. It will be coming soon enough. But hey, He's here, and here comes Taz. I am being told that Taz has a theme song. And here it is.
New York, weighing in at 240
Now comes Taz. Taz said he's going to teach this kid a lesson or two. And that looks just like Taz. That is a created wrestler. I wish I knew the guy who created him. I give him full credit. Fantastic job on creating the Human Suplex Machine. Now, if you don't know what the Human Suplex Machine is, I'd highly recommend watching Taz's work from ECW 1997, 1998, a little bit in 99 and 2000 when he did come over for the World Wrestling Federation, debuting at the Royal Rumble against Kurt Angle. Choking Kurt Angle out. Kurt Angle, of course, would have that win revoked when he would say that it was an illegal chokehold, which technically he is not wrong. And here comes Brandon Matthews. Brandon Matthews now debuting here on Monday Night Raw. I've been told by a few people in the locker room that he's showed up here with a bit of an attitude problem. Thinks that he's better than most of the people here in the locker room itself. Forget the crowd. He has no respect for the crowd. But right now cannot stand this locker room. But he said he's going to prove himself against Taz and prove to everybody that he belongs here. So here's the question. Maybe if you had a better attitude, maybe they would accept you willingly. But considering you just walked in here and acted like you're better than everybody else, maybe a beating from the Human Suplex Machine is what this young man needs. Look at it. He's coming out here now. He's jaw-jacking with the crowd. Hasn't gotten his theme song yet. And as I said before, at the LSWA, when you join the ranks, you get, unless you have your own theme song, then of course you send it my way. We'll upload it into the system here. But you get a theme song. You get a say on what your character looks like. And ladies and gentlemen, as I said before, this night is action-packed. We are not just stopping at Raw. We have WCW Monday Nitro as well. And on those side of things, JoJo Jerk has something to say. Jeffrey has something to say. Alpha has something to say. But right now, we are going to see Brandon Matthews versus the Human Suplex Machine, Taz. Everybody knows Taz, very short guy in stature, 5'8". But man, he can toss anybody. Doesn't matter their size. And beautiful Pittsburgh plunge by Brandon Matthews. Shocked. Now listen, you're going to have to wake up pretty early to pull one over on Taz that early. And now Taz, beautiful headlock. Now Taz, very scientific. He's a shoot wrestler. He's been his whole life. He's a black belt in judo. Taz is no slouch. Taz is a fantastic shoot wrestler. He will work you over. And here we go. But Brandon Matthews now overzealous, trying to toss Taz out of the ring. But Taz, the veteran, smartly, oh man, look at this. Taz now smacking him, trying to get the best out of him. And Brandon Matthews now, I don't think look at him, he's asking for more here. And Taz is happily obliging. They're going chop for chop. These two men now smacking each other. And Brandon Matthews not impressed with Taz, smacking him again. And then look at Brandon Matthews just busted Taz open. Man, Brandon Matthews proving to everybody here that he belongs. And Taz now closing the fist and closing his fist and just tossing his haymaker. As you know, in pro wrestling, you're supposed to have an open fist. And beautiful package. Brainbuster, 1, 2. Taz kicks out, but that could have been the damage right there. Could have been it. And now Brandon Matthews looks like he's got Taz right where he wants him, setting him up for something, but Taz now rolling out of it. And now Brandon Matthews got him in a single arm DDT. He's going to work that arm over now. Taz can't lock on the Taz mission. The patented Kata Hajime can't lock it on. If his arm is broken. And now look at this. Beautiful maneuver by Brandon Matthews. Locking that arm and now got it. Wait a minute. Taz hooking that hand and unlocking it. Taz has fantastic grip strength and broke Brandon Matthews' grip there. Now tossing Brandon Matthews onto the outside here. And Brandon Matthews fires a shot back at Taz. And Taz now overhand punch. And wait a minute, here we go. Dragon suplex, beautiful. Dragon suplex by Taz. And now Taz firing some shots off into the head. Take that one as you will. And Taz now smashing Brandon Matthews' head off the canvas. Taz looks like he's getting a little angry now, seeing his own blood here. And Taz now, beautiful suplex. Single arm tossed on his dome. Brandon Matthews might not get up here. 1, 2, 3. Taz dumped Brandon Matthews on his head. Welcome to the big leagues, young boy. And wait a minute here, Brandon Matthews. Oh, boy, what a beautiful show of sportsman. Whoa, wow. Maybe earn some respect here. Taz dumping Brandon Matthews on his head. Maybe that's what Brandon Matthews needed. Fantastic show of respect by Brandon Matthews and Taz. I thought Brandon Matthews was going to dump Taz on his head after that. Brandon Matthews has been known to do dirty tactics. But it's good to see. And every now and again you respect somebody, or there is mutual respect.
We have 45 people.
Because even Taz shook his head. 45 people here at the LSWA Sunday Evening Slam. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you, Curb Stomp. You're also, I think you're in action. Let me check. Let me check the book here.
Yeah, the same time it's like, Bill, I saw the book.
Yes, we got the coveted book. I'm pretty sure Curb Stomp is in action. Yes, he is against the Figure Fight Club on WCW. The Hooligans, Curb Stomp Films, Roddy Piper and Curb Stomp take on J-Mac and Abby of the Figure Fight Club. They absolutely do, Jeffrey. Coming up next, though, I think, and I hope I'm wrong here, but I'm not, unfortunately. We're going to hear from that scum of the earth, Tombone.
Wait, Virgo says Ruben tag team match.
Oh, that's coming up. Don't worry. Later on in the program, Virgo, Cool, and Kitsune, the Soul Sisters, will be taking on Liv Morgan and Kari Sane. That's going to be a barn burner for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, all three. Oh, yeah, but you still got to join the membership to get in on the action, Ace. As long as you join the membership, we will put you in on the LSWA. We will pop you in on any roster that you want to be on. But that being said, I think we got to switch over to camera 3 because Tombone is now about to enter the Monday Night Raw arena. So let's check out what Tombone has to say. And here we go. Tombone. Everybody knows Tombone and Stone Cold Steve Austin have had their problems as of late. Tombone now going to come out here and address the LSWA faithful. And look at this. What an arrogant prick. I mean, look, the guy doesn't even have any damn muscles. And he's sitting here flexing like a real scum with the familiar strings of Queen playing in the background. Everybody had to get royalty-free music, but Legend Series, Tombone said, screw that. I'm going to come out to the song I came out to when I was clanging and banging. And Jesus, again, with the clanging and banging, this guy is ridiculous, absolutely full of himself. He's coming to the ring now. He's going to address the LSWA faithful and address Stone Cold Steve Austin. Says he might have even some words to the current WWF champion, Bret the Hitman Hart. And we'll see what he's got to say. Here he comes. Tombone, up on the power rankings, is one of the top guys here. Look at that disgusting pose. Makes all the women here in the crowd puke. And look at him trying to get a second shot. As he says, Bone must pose. And quite frankly, we are sick of it. No one wants to see you pose, Tombone. Just grab a damn mic and cut your damn promo. Damn it, this guy is annoying. And finally, let's hear what he's got to say.
Yeah. I don't care what you people think of me. You're a bunch of rolling rollies. Shut up. First things first. That was a nice little goofy podcast from Stone Cold. I sent you now the lights into the ring at the 9 characters so I could get in time. My story. Impressive. I would have done the same thing had I been in your position. So I respect the technique. But don't think I'm going to take that shit lightly. Because tonight, in the steel cage, I'm going to work you. It's late Saturday night, and there's no damn leftovers. You better be ready, boy. You have his hands on nothing left around there. In fact, you might not even make it to the steel cage tonight, you punk ass. And that's the main event at Backlash. Shut up, I'm not done talking. That's the main event at Backlash. I don't care who wins, whether it's Twinkle Toes Shawn Michaels or Boy Scout Bret Hart. Whoever comes out on top of that, you better get ready. Because I'm king of the ring. You're looking at your next WWF champion. Choke on my words. Shut up.
That is absolutely disgusting. Tom Bone should be ashamed of himself for some of the things he just said. Stone Cold Steve Austin, I can't wait till he gets his hands on Tom Bone tonight in the steel cage. Tom Bone, what an absolute disgrace addressing this crowd the way he just did. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. Back in the booth, it is Tony Styles here. Up next on the All Monday Night Raw card, we have Mr. Perfect Curt Hennig taking on RVD Rob Van Dam. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be fantastic action. The winner of that will take on CM Punk on Friday night on SmackDown next week for the European Championship. Now, of course, we have a lot of action, a lot of people vying to get a shot at CM Punk's European Championship. Two of which will also be in action as well. Jay Gonzo and William Regal will also be in action. And those men will also then collide later on Friday Night SmackDown, and they will become number one contender to take on CM Punk. There's so much action going on, ladies and gentlemen. I can't even keep up with it all. False Finish Productions came over here and they dropped all this equipment. They dropped these cards on me. I don't know what the hell's going on. But I'll tell you what. Let's get to the action next. Rob Van Dam, Curt Hennig, Mr. Perfect, coming in here. They want to prove to the LSWA faithful that they could still go, especially Curt Hennig. Curt Hennig definitely got some years on him. But Rob Van Dam says he's as old as time. All he's got to do is smoke some of his sticky icky, and he'll be just fine. So let's find out right now when Rob Van Dam takes on Curt Hennig. Live here on Monday Night Raw, or Sunday Night Raw, whatever you want to call it, because we're here on Sunday Night Slam. Well, Mr. Perfect now, obviously we cannot use the WWE. Jim Johnson did not give us the license to use his classic Mr. Perfect theme song, so we are currently working LSWA around the clock to get Curt Hennig a theme song that he would be proud of. That being said, Curt Hennig still styling and profiling down to the ring even without a theme song. Doesn't seem to need one. Because let me tell you something, one of the most underrated talents in professional wrestling, bar none, is Curt Hennig, Mr. Perfect. This man, patented even today by some of the young talent, Tom Bone being one of those guys for sure. But Mr. Perfect Curt Hennig now has an opportunity of a lifetime. All he's got to do is beat Rob Van Dam, and he will head on to SmackDown. Well, he will fight the winner of Jay Gonzo and William Regal, who will also be in action later tonight. But Rob Van Dam now coming to the ring. Everybody loves. And Van Dam, here he is. Mr. Monday Night, Mr. Friday Night, the whole effing show. I'd like to call him Mr. 420. Rob Van Dam. This crowd loves Rob Van Dam, RVD. Heading to the ring. Of course, the creator of some of the most innovative moves we've seen over the years in professional wrestling, namely the Rolling Thunder and the 5-star Frog Splash. Some, of course, will put in the Van Terminator or the Van Daminator, as we all know. The Van Daminator, of course, he's spinning heel kick into the chair, and the Van Terminator is just coast to coast when he pops a chair on your face. The bottom line is this: when Rob Van Dam shows up, it is a damn show for sure. And this crowd loves him. He is literally one of a kind, and I can't wait. This match is a dream match for me. I'm for sure can speak for most people, and it's about to happen right now. Rob Van Dam, Curt Hennig, and here we go. Curt Hennig flies right out with a forearm. Curt Hennig knows what's on the line here. Now, Curt Hennig, of course, has been a multiple-time Intercontinental Champion. Would love to add European Championship to that resume. Starting off with a headlock here. Beautiful chain wrestling action. Now we know Curt Hennig He's a fantastic amateur wrestler. Of course, the University of Minnesota all those years ago. Kurt Hennig now, if he's going to win, if he's going to get the advantage here on Rob Van Dam, he's going to have to slow him down. So maybe mat wrestling might be the smart technique here. Of course, I don't have to tell Kurt Hennig that. I mean, he calls himself Mr. Perfect, so he must probably have all of this figured out in his head. But Rob Van Dam is no slouch himself. The beautiful snapmare reversal into a chin lock. And now hitting with, wait a minute, Van Dam with the educated aerial assault. Oh, beautiful drop kick by Mr. Perfect, who's got some aerial moves of for himself. And now Van Dam trying to confuse Kurt Hennig here by going in and out here. But Kurt Hennig not being fooled, knocking Rob Van Dam off the ropes here. And now Van Dam in no man's land on the outside while he gets counted out. Placating to this crowd is not going to get you a W, Van Dam. If I was you, I'd get in this ring because Kurt Hennig is waiting. And now shoulder to the abs here. And Van Dam, beautiful jump over the ropes, leg drop. Van Dam, like I said before, this man has innovated offense for decades, so much so that he is also emulated to this very day. Some would call Van Dam the original spot monkey. But I put that title on the Hardy Boys and Edge and Christian. And beautiful snap neck breaker by Mr. Perfect, one of his patented moves. 1, 2, and Van Dam kicks out. Ladies and gentlemen, this action has been non-stop from the get-go. From Tombo now coming out and talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin and the main event in the cage. Wait a minute, here we go. Perfect plex. 1, 2, and Van Dam kicks out. I can't believe he just kicked out of the perfect plex. Mr. Perfect now going to the top rope. Unfamiliar territory for Mr. Perfect here. And a beautiful splash of his own. 1, 2, 3. Mr. Perfect beats Rob Van Dam in fantastic fashion. Some would even say perfect. Mr. Perfect is now heading to SmackDown, where he will take on the winner of Jay Gonzo and William Regal. Let me tell you something, regardless of who wins tonight between Jay Gonzo and William Regal, we are in store for an absolute classic when either one of those men lock horns with Mr. Perfect. And look at this, Mr. Perfect now showing just how, didn't even break a sweat. Didn't even break a sweat. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Perfect back at it here in the Eagle's Nest. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you all. Let's get to some comments. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on LSWA's Sunday Night Slam. Jeffrey gives some membership. Thank you so much, Jeffrey. Artie's Jen got it, Jen. If you want to join the ranks of the LSWA, I'll let Artie know. And Artie can definitely use a new tag team partner. Maximilian Tucker talking smack, who will also be in action on WCW tonight as he teams with his tag team partner, Ken's Toys, the Blackjacks. I got to see who they're in action against. Just give me a quick second here. But we got them definitely in action against somebody. Okay, yeah, they're fighting Morning Wood. Jeff and Woody take on the Blackjacks. Maximilian Tucker, Ken's Toys will battle it out with Jeff Areno and Woody. Just remember action. That's right, J-Mac now talking smack from the chats. Everybody is in the locker room right now. All the boys in the back, they're talking smack. The testosterone is so thick you can stir it with a spoon. I cannot wait to get back to this action. And speaking of action, earlier tonight, BX Medic came out, addressed the crowd, said his wife and his kids were in the crowd. They were watching him. He couldn't wait to show the LSW faithful what he was made of. And he was interrupted by one Don Kirven, the butcher, the Puerto Rican bulldozer, and said he's always wanted to put a medic in the hospital, and now is his chance and his opportunity tonight. So coming up next right here on Monday Night Raw, Don Kirven will take on BX Medic. But are there any more chats before we jump back into the action? All right, let's get to some more chats. Now, Rob Van Dam, that is for sure. Rob Van Dam is a literally bona fide pothead. Yeah, Van Dam he's a bona fide pothead. That was a dream match. I mean, it went a little bit quicker than I thought. I would have expected a little bit more from the two. But that being said, Ace's place. Oh, absolutely, Ace. We would love that. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to join the ranks, if you want to fight guys like Kurt Hennig and Rob Van Dam, if you want to cross paths with Tone Bone and Don Kirven, BX Medic, J Mac Abi from the Figure Fight Club, of course, Laser Pants now in on the action, Jeff Areno, Woody, Zakanin, Yojo Jerk, who will also be here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, all you got to do is join the membership. You could be gifted one as well, but all you got to do is join the membership. Of course, you have to subscribe, so please hit the like button and that subscribe tab and join the LSWA every Sunday for Sunday Evening Slam. Well, we can make that happen, Gilbert. All you got to do is join the membership, and we'll pop you in on the roster. Oh, no, he would have a little thing next to it. Anyway, that being said, my beautiful wife sent it back to the arena, because here we go. BX Medic and Don Kirven, they have some things to settle. Like I said earlier today, BX Medic came out, told the crowd, he's happy to be here. He's ready for the next challenge, but he did not expect that challenge to come in the form of one Don Kirven. So we're about to find out right now just what BX Medic is made of when he takes on the Butcher of Kananawa, the Puerto Rican bulldozer, Don Kirven. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining the LSWA on Sunday Evening Slam. We appreciate it. Now playing in you can hear it in the arena. Everybody know, here he comes. The Butcher of Kananawa. I could probably saying it wrong, so please don't tell him that. He'll probably knock me off and throw me in the river. And here he comes, Don Kirven. If I could be quite honest with you, it is very accurate how he looks and how he's walking to the ring right now. But Don Kirven is ready for action. Came out and interrupted BX Medic's promo. BX Medic just trying to address the crowd, let everybody know that he's happy to be here. And, of course, we all know the killer of fun is one Don Kirven. Don Kirven, like I said before, saw BX Medic having a good time and said right to his face, I don't like you. We're about to switch shit up, and I'm going to beat you down. And here we go, Don Kirven heading into the ring. He's ready to go. We all Don Kirven ever strays away from a fight, praying to the gods of the old and new, praying for BX Medic's soul, maybe? We don't know. We're about to find out, though, because BX Medic is going to come out here and take on Don Kirven. Now, Don Kirven. And here comes BX Medic. We hear his music. Like I said, BX Medic just wanted to address the crowd. He just wanted to have a good time here tonight. Probably wanted a fair exhibition contest with someone who would have shown him a proper amount of respect. But Don Kirven took the answer instead of somebody else from the LSWA roster. But here comes BX Medic. Now BX Medic, I don't know if he's nervous. I don't know how he feels right now. But he's probably trying to shake out some of the cobwebs. He's trying to shake out some of the nerves because he knows what he's got ahead of him. And what's ahead of him is one Don Kirven. Last week, Kirven, in the house shows, choked out one Jeff Areno. Of course, as you know, on the house shows, the LSWA roster can cross paths. That's where some of them cross paths. But for the most part, they tend to stay on their brands. But of course, on the house shows, it's fair game here. And here we go, Don Kirven, then BX Medic now, ready to go. I don't know how you people feel about this. Don Kirven versus BX Medic. Now locking up here. Being told right now by the brass that we're putting up our very first poll here on the Legend Series channel. Who will win, Don Kirven or BX Medic? Vote now. The poll just popped up in your chats. Everybody, please vote in the tab in the chats. And Don Kirven now, he's in firm control here and slams BX into the corner. BX Medic now, I'll tell you what, if BX Medic beats Don Kirven, that'll definitely earn him a look at the brass here. But Don Kirven now, oh, big time senton right on the back of BX Medic. Now BX Medic getting a breather. He knows what's in front of him here. Don Kirven, there's a reason why they call him the Puerto Rican Bulldozer. And the ref, of course, letting things go a bit. We know that sometimes here on Monday Night Raw especially, the ref tends to be a little lackadaisical. With some of him, wait a minute, look, a beautiful deadlift German suplex by BX Medic. Fantastic move. That Kirven's in trouble. Yes, BX Medic stay on top of him, firing some knees. Right in the, oh, he just busted open Kirven. And oh man, look at this BX Medic staying on top of Don Kirven. This is what you gotta do here, ladies and gents. Oh, Jesus. Don Kirven now taking down BX Medic. Oh, with a headbutt. Oh man, I don't like this. Don Kirven's furious now that he can taste his own blood here. And big time pop-up Samoan drop. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. He's going for a cover. Just end this already, Don. 1, 2. And BX Medic kicking out the testicular fortitude this young man is showing tonight. Impressing everybody here at the LSWA. Oh, no. Oh, no. The Capo's nightmare. The Capo's nightmare. He's choking out BX Medic. And there it is. BX Medic just tapped. Smartly tapping to Don Kirven. And wait a minute, look at this. BX Medic just asking for a handshake. Well, that's not a smart move. And there, exactly, disrespecting Don Kirven, just telling him to get the hell out of his face. That's not a big surprise. Don Kirven being absolutely disrespectful. BX Medic tried to show you a little bit of respect, showed you that he would fight you man to man, mano y mano, and you still disrespect him. Don Kirven, nothing could be expected less by Don Kirven. Absolute travesty. Don Kirven, real piece of work. That son of a gun is. I'll tell you that right now. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm being told, hold on a second, I'm being told we got something at the back. Just keep us right here. Just keep us right here. You don't got to change. Oh, wait a minute. I'm being told something. Wait a minute, we got a camera backstage. Hold on a sec. Let's take a look at backstage. That son of a bitch, Stone Cold! What are you doing? You catch Stone Cold from behind. Stone Cold wasn't even looking. Oh, come on! You still got your cage match in the main event. Stone Cold, what a scum. And he just spit on Stone Cold. What a real piece. That Tombone is. He's a real piece of garbage. Producer, she's sitting there shaking her head. She's not even impressed. Absolute disgrace that Tombone is. Real piece of garbage. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot more action. Let's just move right down the docket here. What a piece of garbage that Tombone is. Oh, man, I am not impressed at all, Tombone. And you're going to get what's coming to you in the main event in the steel cage with Stone Cold Steve Austin. That much I can promise you. But coming up next on the LSWA on Monday Night Raw here, Jay Gonzo takes on one William Regal. And the winner of that goes on a Friday Night SmackDown, where they will fight Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig. And the winner of that match will then go on to Backlash to take on CM Punk for his coveted European Championship. That being said, let's get to the action. Let's switch back to the arena view. And let's get Jay Gonzo has a lot of respect for William Regal. William Regal has earned respect across the board. If you know pro wrestling, you know William Regal is one of the most respected workers in the game. And Jay Gonzo now has an opportunity of a lifetime. And look at this. Wait a minute. These two men already came out while I was speaking. And look, I was just talking about the respect. And Jay Gonzo now, and William Regal shaking his hand. That's an absolute show of respect between two competitors. And I'm excited to see how this plays out now. William Regal has taken Jay Gonzo. Oh, beautiful kick. Speaking of the devil, William Regal has taken Jay Gonzo under his belt. And Jay Gonzo now. Oh, beautiful DDT by William Regal. And now William Regal in control with the knee drop across the throat of Jay Gonzo. And Jay Gonzo, like I said, has gone to the learning tree with William Regal. William Regal might have taught Jay Gonzo everything Jay Gonzo knows, but he hasn't definitely taught him everything that William Regal knows. That's for sure. Thank you so much, young lady. You are the best. And of course, now William Regal locking on a headlock on Jay Gonzo. Now, Jay Gonzo better take some notes here because you're in the ring with a general. That is for sure. Beautiful leapfrog and beautiful shoulder tackle by Gonzo. Jay Gonzo now knows what's on the line. Beautiful knee to the head. Got an opportunity of a lifetime to take on Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig next week on Friday Night SmackDown. I don't know what the hell that was. Looked like he went for a crossbody but missed it. Now William Regal in control here. Irish whip. William Regal, kitchen sink to the abdomen. And wait a minute, 1, 2. And Gonzo kicks out. I thought that was going to be the end. Might have got him a little low there. Might have been a low blow. But now Jay Gonzo, reversal. Like I said, Jay Gonzo really went to the learning tree with William Regal. Wait a minute, you can't see Gonzo. Gonzo going for that 5-knuckle shuffle. 5-knuckle shuffle, bang, and busts William Regal wide open with that 5-knuckle shuffle. He's going for a cover here. Wait a minute, 1, 2. And William Regal now kicks out. Jay Gonzo going to have to do a lot more than that to put down the ring general. I know everybody refers to Gunther, who's right now currently off in Japan. A beautiful attitude adjustment. Attitude adjustment. And wait a minute, a roll-up. Is he doing another attitude adjustment? Jay Gonzo with 2 attitude adjustments in a row. 1, 2, 3. Gonzo gets the victory. Fantastic match by Jay Gonzo. Jay Gonzo. Wait a minute, did William Regal kick out? William Regal kicked out. I can't believe this, ladies and gentlemen. As I live and breathe. And a shoulder tackle off the ropes by Gonzo. Now Gonzo also, like I said, hasn't gotten a theme yet. We apologize for that here at the LSWA. We're trying to get everybody's music in order. We're trying to get everybody situated. But sometimes, hey, William Regal going for the cover 2. And Jay Gonzo now kicks out. Jay Gonzo, a part of this roster, joined with the likes of Tone Bone and Donko. Beautiful maneuver. Beautiful maneuver. And now he's going for a 3 count. 1. And William Regal gets the 3. Next week, we will see on Friday Night SmackDown William Regal versus Mr. Perfect.
Here is your winner.
William Regal, fantastic. Taking Gonzo to the learning tree. William Regal heading to Friday Night SmackDown. Well, he will take on Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate everybody for hanging out with us. And Kitsune, Brown Fox gives some membership. Who got it? Aaron E. Nichols, if you're hearing us from the wasteland, please, if you want to join the ranks of the LSWA, all you got to do is let us know now that you're a member, and we'll pop you in. And next up, we got some tag team action. The Movement will take on the Hardy Boys, the returning Hardy Boys. Of course, we don't have the theme songs of both teams. Like I said, as we go on, as the weeks progress, we will have all of that here at the LSWA. We appreciate you for joining us. We appreciate you for hanging out with us. But we're going to keep this we're going to keep this baby rolling. Because we got tag team action. Jamal Jackson, the fat, nasty bastard Anthony Ramirez, the Movement, take on Jeff and Matt, the Hardy Boys. Tag team action coming up next. Ladies and gentlemen, we are hearing nothing, obviously, because these two men don't have a theme song just yet. They will have one next week. Of course, if you know pro wrestling, if you know indie pro wrestling on the East Coast, you know these two men from Ace Pro Wrestling, from Renegade Wrestling Alliance, from Mid Valley Wrestling, MVW, Tone Bone's brainchild. He has booked these men. He's known these. He's shared a locker room with them. He shared the ring with them. And when he opened the back door, as he says it, into the WWF, he held it open for a few people. Two of those people being the fat, nasty bastard, Anthony Ramirez, and the cult of personality, Jamal Jackson, the Movement. And they are here tonight to take on the Hardy Boys. Matt and Jeff returning to the WWE after working out a deal with the LSWA. They said they want to take some of these young boys under their belt, learn them a little bit. They are veterans after all. But that being said, FNB and Jamal Jackson happily obliged. Ladies and gentlemen, also not having theme songs just yet of the Hardy Boys. I don't want to get in trouble for having, their standard run-of-the-mill Hardy Boy theme song. Although I might just grab it anyway because they use it everywhere now, so it might be fair game. So some songs you might hear, some songs you might not. We're going to play it by ear here at the LSWA. But Matt and Jeff, the Hardys, back in WWE or WWF. We'll put whatever letter you want. They are here to take on the fat, nasty bastard Anthony Ramirez and the cult of personality Jamal Jackson. Two gentlemen who have made tag team wrestling important again on the New York scene. About to lock horns with one of the greatest tag teams of all time. And here we go, FNB and Jeff Hardy now. Jeff Hardy with a smart chin breaker. And everybody knows FNB has a chin of steel. And of course, the double leg drop to the midsection by Jeff Hardy made that famous. And Jeff Hardy knows he's going to have to do a lot to put down the fat, nasty bastard. This man has a fighting spirit, the likes of which you will never see. This man will fight and fight and fight until the end. Kevin, we can call him Kevin Owens because they both have the same fighting spirit. FNB working over Jeff Hardy now, smartly rolling him into his corner. Now in comes the cult of personality, Jamal Jackson. Jamal Jackson now going to the second rope and dropping a double axe handle across Jeff Hardy's arm. Now here's the thing, I would be working Jeff Hardy's legs, considering his move is the Swanton Bomb. A little bit of a scorpion death drop by Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy now might be trying to get that tag to his brother Matt. Will we see broken Matt Hardy tonight? Will the Movement break the Hardys enough that Matt Hardy will decide to delete people? Only time will tell here at the LSWA. Irish whip by Jeff Hardy, tossing Jamal Jackson to the outside here. And now Jeff Hardy placating to this Raw crowd tonight. While Jamal Jackson gets his wits about him. Had a plancha and he missed. Jamal Jackson telegraphed it. Now here's the deal. These two men know the Hardy Boys. They watched them over the years. And beautiful, fantastic tornado punch, discus punch by Jamal Jackson. Here we go. Jeff Hardy now firing back at his midsection. And Jeff Hardy now trying to stay on top of Jamal Jackson. Now, listen, the Movement are tag team specialists. They've been a tag team for many, many years. It's tossing Jamal Jackson into the ring post here. Come on, ref, get a hold of this damn match. All night, you've been letting it go. I've been thinking that this is the hardcore rules. Oh, this is Extreme Rules pay-per-view or something. And here we go. Jamal Jackson has got him in a sleeper hold. Just trying to slow down the charismatic Enigma. And a jawbreaker by Jeff Hardy. Getting the space he needs. And here we go now. Jamal Jackson. Oh, he ducks the big boot. And an elbow to the back of the head of Jamal Jackson. And now Jeff Hardy firmly in control. Irish whip into the corner. Are we going to see? Here we go. Matt Hardy comes in for the first time here. Matt Hardy, version 1, version 2, deletion, it doesn't matter. And what a maneuver by these two men. Wheelbarrow, twist of fate. That could be the end. But Jamal Jackson dumping Matt Hardy to the outside. Now Matt Hardy getting a ring up across the top rope by Jamal Jackson. Getting the breather he needs. He should tag in the fat, nasty bastard, FNB. And now waiting in the corner And oh, what a bad move by Jamal Jackson and Matt Hardy. Punching him out low. Come on, what a low. Forearm to the face. FNB can do nothing but stand and watch. And now locking up with him, toss him to the corner, the neutral corner, of course. And now, in no man's land is Jamal Jackson. What's about to happen here? Oh my goodness, Huracan Rana off the top rope. Dumping Jamal Jackson. Fantastic tag team action here on Monday Night Raw. Charles Robinson in for the count here. Not even getting to two. Jamal Jackson kicking out here. But Matt Hardy now, beautiful springboard splash onto Jamal Jackson. Jamal Jackson now firing back up here. And beautiful back elbow. So Matt Hardy. And a big boot by Jamal Jackson. Jamal Jackson now go for a cover here, but Jeff Hardy breaks up the count. FNB screaming some obscenities I could hear all the way up here in the Eagles Nest. And now Jamal Jackson tossing Matt Hardy into the corner. Now he's going to bring in the nasty one. In comes in the fat nasty bastard. Picking him up. What a maneuver. Wait a minute. Is this what I think it is? The movement. Hits him with the War Machine. The War Machine. Here we go. 1, 2. But Matt Hardy kicks out of the War Machine. And the movement can't believe it. The fat nasty bastard, big time senton by the fat nasty bastard, knocking all the air right out of Matt Hardy. And now uncharacteristically going to the top rope with a big time splash. This could be the end right here. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful maneuver by FNB, the fat nasty bastard. Dropping that splash. Fantastic win for the Movement's debut match here on Monday Night Raw. Basically putting the tag team division on notice. You can rest assured, you can bet your bottom dollar that Blake Tarpley and Mython the Python have been watching this one real closely, because I can guarantee you this. Mython and Blake, the Handsome Snakes, will wind up crossing paths with the Movement, Jamal Jackson, and FNB. That much I can promise you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, back up here in the Eagles Nest, are there any chats that I should address? Okay, so let's address some chats before we hear from a special guest. Go ahead. Stacy Hatch, wife of Robert Infinite Realms, who will be debuting on WCW. Please stick to this radio dial on the Superstation Legend Series, LSWA, where Robert's Infinite Realms will be making his debut on Monday Nitro. Crimson Cobra Commander gets the membership now. Triple C, if you want to join the ranks of the LSWA, let us know in the chats or just personally message me, and we will get to work on putting you right in here with the rest of these fantastic competitors, like the Movement, like the Handsome Snakes, like Robert's Infinite Realms, like J-Mac and the Figure Fight Club, Hobby and Alpha Red, who are all in action on the WCW side of things. Rada's going to have to wait, because Rada would like to extend an olive branch if you ever dumb ship. Okay, Rada putting it out there. Adam Pierce and Nick Aldis are definitely listening, Rada. Remember that. But back to the action. Lady, or is there any more chats? There's a lot of chats. We'll get to that at the end of this next segment. I'm being told that a certain somebody, a certain violator, if you will, has something to say. Now, of course, before we get to that, we have a special segment here. We're going to switch it to one of our sponsors here. And please, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't yet, please go follow Crown Fox Productions, because before we hear from Sugarfoot the Violator, we're going to get a special ad from Crown Fox Productions. Switch me over to camera 3. Here we go. Sugarfoot the Violator is here. Let's hear what she has to say. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I speak Sasquatch. That's interesting. She's talking about somebody who's on the WCW roster. As you know, the females can go between rosters. She says she's had a special relationship with a certain somebody. And she's about to announce right here. Wait a minute. I know that song. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody's favorite storyteller.
Enough with this sympathy act. Okay, Sugarfoot.
What's Estelle now?
I read all the texts that you sent to Paul. Now, I may not be with him, but I've been with him for years. We're on and off again like Rachel and Ross. You understand? You better get that through your thick skull. I don't care what tricks you can do with your little tongue or your feet with your thumbs. Do you understand? Paulie's mine. Get your own goddamn man.
Oh, get your own goddamn man. And Sugarfoot says you just watch. Ladies and gentlemen, what the hell is going on? Paulie Pepperjack involved in a three-way triangle love triangle between Sugarfoot the Violator and one Estelle. Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on there? Producer, she's even sitting here completely dumbfounded. I'm trying to look at my notes here. I don't know how that happened here. That was the unscheduled. Sugarfoot decided that she wanted to announce her love for Paulie Pepperjack, and Estelle had some other things to say about that. Amen. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, speaking of no love loss, Tone Bone has a couple of friends that we all been learning about as of late that have joined these rosters, two of which have been J1s and Artie Bucco. Now, J1s and Artie Bucco have no love loss for sure, and tonight they are going to settle the score. Backlot brawl. J1's specialty. J1 said to Artie Bucco, you and me, one-on-one. Backlot brawl. It is happening now. It is happening next. Hatred personified. J1s versus Artie Bucco. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're cutting to the back, and for some reason they're leaning on imaginary boxes. And here we go, Artie Bucco taking the fight to J1s. Now, J1s and Artie Bucco have been in this long-standing feud for literally years, and now we're trying to finally put this to bed between these two, and we're hoping that this might be it. This brawl in the back. They said a ring can't contain them anymore. Screw it. Let's just fight. And here they are backstage, and here they're just exchanging fists. And now kicks to the midsection of back elbow, dropping Artie Bucco on the concrete. There is no give on this cement floor. And now, Artie Bucco, now all J1's trying to put Artie Bucco through that table. Artie Bucco smartly getting out of it. Now Artie taking J1 somewhere, and now J1's backing out of it. Now there is so many things that you can get into here in this backlot brawl. You can climb up that ladder and go to the second level. You can climb up the bigger ladder and go to the third level. You can fight up here onto the loading dock. Somebody can go through this table. Someone could go through the spotlight, tossed into the fence. A litany of things could happen here in this backlot brawl, but these two men right now are settling it like men with their fists and feet, just kicking and punching and stomping their way to glory. And J1's now slamming Artie Bucco's head off the concrete. Got to be careful there. Will crack his skull wide open. And wait a minute now, trying to toss him into the crates here. But Artie Bucco blocking it. And now Artie tossing J1's into that crate. J1's now collided head first. And now Artie Bucco with that traffic cone smashing it right over J1's head. Now his back. J1's, I don't care what that street cone is made of. It's still going to hurt when you slam it off somebody's skull. And now Artie Bucco, no, wait a minute, J1's now going for a scorpion death drop onto the concrete. Concussion City, where I come from. And now J1's taking Artie Bucco here, deeper into the bowels of this building. And now Artie busted open by J1's. Now J1's going for him, and Artie Bucco reverses into a bulldog. These two men taking years off their career right now here in this backlot brawl. And J1's now. Oh, a DDT onto the concrete. We got to get somebody back there to make sure Artie Bucco didn't crack his skull wide open. Artie Bucco bleeding now all over the crimson mask. Getting out of the no man's land back over here. Artie Bucco. Wait a minute here. Artie Bucco looked like he was going for something big there. And now J1's taking him back over. I think J1's wants to put him into that spotlight. Maybe put Artie Bucco down for good, but J1's gets kicked into that crate or into that stage case. And now Artie Bucco carrying J1's over to this table. What's going to happen here? J1's powerbomb through the table. Artie Bucco. Wait a minute. Now Artie's climbing to the second level here. What has he got planned? Artie Bucco, please don't do anything silly. Artie Bucco now placating, begging J1's to come on up to this second level, and J1's happily obliges. And now these two men, please, ladies, boys, don't do anything stupid. We don't want to. Oh, no, Jesus. J1's now. J1's now. J1's now looks like he's going for his patented pile driver. Dropping Artie Bucco head first onto that concrete. Oh, man, Artie. And now a big-time Huracan Rana. And that's scary. Artie Bucco on the edge here. Please, don't toss. Oh, jawbreaker by Artie. Now, wait a minute. J1's now firing off some shots and trying. It looked like he's trying to toss Artie Bucco off this second level onto the concrete. And that could be a serious injury if Artie Bucco gets dumped here. Wait a minute, Artie doing the same thing. Wait a minute, these two men got something planned, and my heart is beating a mile a minute. I don't know what's going on here, and we got to get the ambulance on the horn just in case. These two men hate each other so much. And another Huracan Rana. At least this time it's away from the edge. And now J1's looks like he's about to pick up some hardware in the form. Oh, we thought differently about it. I guess didn't care about the trash can. Wait a minute, J1's now heading back over, picking up that trash can. Changed his mind. I don't know what J1's has planned. He might want to slam Bucco onto it. Might want to drop Bucco with a pile driver. Well, now, wait a minute. Maybe 3 times the charm. Nope, maybe not. I guess he can't make up his mind here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the kind of action you can expect here at the Legend Series Wrestling Alliance, and a big-time bulldog on the concrete by J1's. And now J1's trying to attack Artie Bucco, who reverses it. And now Artie going to go for a slam, but J1's another reversal into another Scorpion death drop onto the... And whoa, no. Oh, here we go. We're going up even higher now. We're going up to the 3rd level. We're up at the top of the building here. They are at the top of this building. And you got to be worried here. I'm a little scared for both men. They are both personal friends of mine. I don't want to see anything happen to either one of these men. And J1's now thinking better of it and coming back down. As Artie Bucco now going for a low blow. Artie Bucco has had enough here. Artie Bucco now said screw it and climbing back down to the main level. Listen, they almost fell off, thank God. Artie Bucco thought against it. Now he's picking up a steel chair. Maybe that's why. I don't think you can get a steel chair up there, Artie, but he's calling down J1's, begging him to show up. And like I said before, J1's will happily oblige. And J1's now coming on down. Artie Bucco going to clobber him right over the skull with a chair. And now he's hitting him in the ribs. Artie Bucco now working over J1's. J1's definitely might have suffered a concussion there. And Artie, what has he got planned here? Artie Bucco now going to toss him onto the catwalk here, onto the loading dock. There is another table here. I don't know if Artie's got that planned. And now Artie Bucco, oh, big-time brain buster onto the concrete. Artie Bucco taking out J1's at the best he can. Now Artie, everybody knows he loves his hockey. As you can see by the logo, cracking him across. That's a high stick, and that'll be 5 minutes. And Artie Bucco, the ref, tosses this out. J1's now getting clobbered. And we're just going to see some replays here as J1's and Artie Bucco really took it to each other. These two men cannot stand each other as Artie Bucco and J1's take their damn rivalry to dangerous levels through the table. Through the damn table. They almost got tossed off. J1's dumping Artie Bucco in a pile driver. Impressive to say the least that Artie Bucco is able to come back from that last week. J1's getting the victory this week. Artie Bucco getting the victory. These two men exchange victories like one would exchange an STD. But ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you this, you can rest assured that this feud is long from over. It is far from over. These two men cannot stand each other. And here it is right here, the brain buster onto the concrete, which I would say was the nail on the coffin that allowed Artie Bucco to get to the hockey stick, where he would then take it to J1's and the ref throwing it out at that point, because at that point, I mean, he could have really done some serious damage if he already hasn't. But ladies and gentlemen, I think what I'm being told right now, next up on the docket, we're about to hear from a gentleman who's been on a hot streak as of late, one Lunchbox Killer. Last week on Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown, Lunchbox Killer scoring victories on both nights. Wanted to address the crowd tonight, wanted to call out an open challenge, wants to let everybody know that he wants to continue his winning ways. But that being said, let's hear from one Lunchbox Killer. Let's go to camera 3 to see what Lunchbox Killer has to say. And now Lunchbox Killer going to join the audience here. As I said just a second ago, wants to talk to the crowd real quick. He has been on a win streak as of late. The young man has gotten some key victories, has been on the radar for not just the European Championship, but the Intercontinental Championship as well. The young man coming over from the UFC, the Pro Fight Leagues, to take on the ranks of the LSWA's best. And right now, he's going to put out an open challenge to anybody who will hear it. But first off, I want to hear what he has to say. But this young man really impressing the brass with his victories last week. Let's see if he can do that a third time. Will the third time be a charm? We will find out. Well, let's hear what Lunchbox Killer has to say as he grabs a mic and addresses the crowd.
Well. Looks like I'm on quite the roll here on Monday Night Raw. And I look to continue my winning ways right here tonight. So if anybody's in the back wants a workout and wants a match, I'm right here waiting.
Well, let's hear who's going to answer the challenge that Lunchbox Killer just dealt out. And I know that theme, ladies and gents. Here he comes, Nico-Tron is here in the building. He's going to answer the challenge of one Lunchbox Killer. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to see how this plays out. Lunchbox Killer will take on Nico-Tron. Nico-Tron is showing up here, going to answer the challenge. Can Lunchbox Killer go 3-0 here at the LSWA? He's got a tall order, no pun intended, in front of him in the form of Nico-Tron. But here's Nico-Tron, this crowd, not a big fan. Obviously, we know Nico-Tron has a bit of an ego and will take the shortcuts. He will take the easy way out if need be. But hell, he heard a challenge that was offered, and Nico-Tron will never shy away from a challenge. So I'm excited to see how this plays out. Lunchbox Killer versus Nico-Tron here on Monday Night Raw at the Legend Series Wrestling Alliance Sunday evening slam. Here we go. And of course, those educated feet of Nico-Tron quickly and a snap suplex. And Nico-Tron is now getting worked over by Lunchbox Killer. And Lunchbox Killer now like I said, trying to keep the winning waves rolling here. And Nico Tronis, impressive reversal with a kick to the dome, playing a little bit of possum. And now he's going to work over Lunchbox Killer. Nico Tronis with some educated feet of his own. Let's not take it away from Nico Tronis here. He might be in the ring with the former UFC champion, but Nico Tronis will hold his own against one Lunchbox Killer. Here we go. And a big-time clothesline into the corner by Neek. And Neek now stopping him out and dropping a knee. Nico Tronis wants to move up in the power rankings. Wants a shot at the Intercontinental Championship. Wants to take on one Kurt Angle. And now Neek at the top rope. Neek now calling his shot here, telling Lunchbox to get up. And a beautiful crossbody by Nico Tronis. Now Nico going for a count here. One. And a kick out by Lunchbox Killer. And now Neek now setting up for something here. Nico Tronis now educated feet of his own, kicking Lunchbox Killer. Lunchbox Killer firing back in a shot. Now Neek going for a chop, but blocked by Lunchbox, not blocked. Oh, wait a minute. I see somebody just got busted open here. I think Nico Tronis just busted open Lunchbox Killer. And Lunchbox Killer fighting back. And now here we go. Nico Tronis now seems to be getting the best. And these two guys go. It just broke down. The fight has devolved into an absolute brawl between Nico Tronis and Lunchbox Killer. And Lunchbox now. Oh, wait a minute. Lunchbox, beautiful belly to belly. The ref now in position. 1, 2, and a kick out by Nico Tronis. What a fantastic contest so far now. And now the Anaconda Vice. The Anaconda Vice by Lunchbox Killer trying to get Nico to tap. Will Nico tap? Oh, he doesn't tap. Fantastic action here, ladies and gentlemen. All the action you can see here at LSWA on Sunday Evening Slam. And a beautiful splash by Nico Tronis. Nico, he's got him right where he wants him, but he's not going for the counter. Wait a minute. Now Nico Tronis just played possum with a... Wait a minute. Am I seeing this right now? Am I seeing this? He just played possum. He's got him up in the razor's edge. Dumps Lunchbox Killer on his dome. Wait a minute. Could this be it? 1, 2. Nico Tronis gets the victory. Nico Tronis played possum. Lunchbox Killer had Nico Tronis right where he wanted him. All he had to do was go for the cover. Instead, wanted to tell that ball punishment. But Nico played possum, dropped him with a jawbreaker, and immediately put him into the razor's edge, scoring the big-time victory. Ladies and gentlemen, Nico Tronis, I can guarantee you this, just wound up on someone's radar, whether it's for the Intercontinental Championship, whether it's for the World Championship at this point. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Nico Tronis answering the challenge laid out by Lunchbox Killer, and not only answering it, but rising to the challenge and scoring a pinfall victory over Lunchbox Killer. Lunchbox Killer, now the winning streak was completely derailed, if you will, by Nico Tronis. Nico Tronis picking up a major victory. Now, you want to talk about major matches. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have the ladies in action. As of late, Kitsune has gone out on her own away from the pre-roll crew, has become friends with one Virgo Cool. They have formed a bond that no one can understand, becoming the Soul Sisters. They have decided now to join forces and take on some of the hoes in the women's division, as they put it, starting with Liv Morgan and Kari Sane. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm impressed with where this goes. Up next, women's tag team action. The Soul Sisters versus Liv Morgan and Kari Sane. And of course, skipping some of the entrances because the tag teams don't have tag team themes yet. I'm going to work on that. Kitsune already told me in my ear here before she came out that she will have a theme song, a proper theme song for her and Virgo Cool, the Soul Sisters. But they got a tall order ahead of them in Liv Morgan and Kari Sane. But I firmly believe in the Soul Sisters here. Of course, Kitsune now in brand new wrestling gear. She went backstage in her what looked like a headmaster attire. In Legend Series, Stone Bone said to her, like, listen, you're going to roll with the pre-roll crew. You're going to roll on Monday nights on Raw, you're going to have proper wrestling gear. And she happily obliged. She loves her man. And she got her gear made. And beautiful play in Possum. Kairi Sane trying to do a diving move, but Kitsune smartly getting back into the ring in time now. Kitsune now going to toss Kairi into the corner here. And Kairi smartly breaks out of that because Kitsune, I can guarantee, was about to make the tag to Virgo Cool. And wait a minute, Kitsune now dropping Kairi into the corner. But Kairi now, back elbow. Kairi Sane does not want to wind up in no man's land. Nobody does when it comes to tag team wrestling. So moves her over. And wait a minute now, choking her into the corner. The ref should get a hold of this. This is ridiculous. But Kairi Sane now trying to go for a cover here. One. And Kitsune kicks out at one. Kitsune not happy at all, but she's now choking. Kitsune, what kind of crap is this, ref? And now Kitsune trying to make a tag to Virgo Cool. But Kairi Sane smartly staying on top of her. And now, wait a minute. Kairi Sane gonna kick Virgo. Oh, wait a minute. Now Virgo's calling for a tag, but couldn't get it. Now Kitsune now. Throw, here we go. First tag of the match. First tag team maneuver of the match. Virgo Cool and Kitsune, the Soul Sisters, hit her with a big time double shoulder block, knocking the soul right out of Kairi Sane. And now Kitsune. But Kairi Sane, oh, beautiful Virgo Cool with a beautiful springboard missile drop kick. And now Virgo Cool tossing Kairi back into the corner here. Going for another tag. Beautiful tag team wrestling by the Soul Sisters. Double axe handle over to the arm of Kairi Sane. Kitsune now staying on top of her smartly. And a beautiful itsuguri by Kitsune. Kitsune now. No, wait a minute. Kairi Sane firing back with a forearm. And now Kitsune goes for a clothesline and ducks into a sling blade. And now Kairi Sane going to make the tag back to Liv Morgan. And Liv Morgan now with an elbow to Kitsune. And Kitsune now smartly rolling out of the ring, getting some breathing room and getting some time to wait a minute. Liv Morgan dives through the ropes right at Kitsune. Kitsune's in trouble. Virgo Cool might want to think about coming down to help her at this point. And now Liv Morgan firing some shots off on the outside, trying to make sure Kitsune can't get back in the ring on her own power. It's going to slam her into the steps. Liv Morgan playing a little dirty here. Like the dirtbag that she is. Wait a minute. Kitsune's had enough. Kitsune firing back some shots of her own now. And beautiful X Factor by Kitsune. Right on the outside. And now Kitsune getting back in the ring smartly. And Liv Morgan trying to answer the count. And wait a minute. The Soul Sisters just won by the skin of by the hair of their chinny chin. Liv Morgan screaming right now at the ref. The ref does not care. But the Soul Sisters scoring a victory by countout. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if Kitsune and Virgo Cool are happy with that victory. There might have to be a rematch of some sorts down the road for this tag team. But ladies and gentlemen, fantastic stuff. Kitsune and Virgo Cool expressing fantastic tag team wrestling, expressing fantastic chemistry in the ring together. We look forward to seeing more from Virgo Cool and Kitsune down in the future. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take you back to earlier in the show when Tone Bone attacked Stone Cold Steve Austin in the back. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a look at that real quick again. Here with a fluorescent tube, and then Tone Bone putting the boots to him. We are worried right now. We are receiving word that Stone Cold Steve Austin has waived off medical attention. He will perform in his match with Tone Bone that is happening in a matter of minutes. It is a steel cage match, ladies and gentlemen. Tone Bone versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, and it is in the confines of a damn steel cage. There must be a winner. The winner of this match will go on to fight the winner of Backlash at the King of the Ring between Shawn Michaels and Bret the Hitman Hart. Stone Cold Steve Austin last week tried to score a victory a cheap way, same way Kitsune just scored a victory by the last second sliding into the ring and costing a count-out victory. Tone Bone said, absolutely not. That is not how this is going to go down. Complain to the top brass. This is absolute BS. I want a shot at Stone Cold Steve Austin, and they said you got it, but it will be in the confines of a steel cage. So up next, Stone Cold Steve Austin takes on Tone Bone in a steel cage. What? Exactly. Now, wait a minute. It's not a steel cage. I'm being told they took the steel cage away because it was too dangerous. I guess the city we're in doesn't allow, the state athletic commission doesn't allow steel cages. So they're just in a one-on-one contest. Tone Bone going for the slingshot senton. Well, I'll tell you this. It was supposed to be a steel cage match. Turns out it wasn't. We'll work that out next time, ladies and gents. Don't worry. But now, if Stone Cold pulls that count-out shit again, I'll tell you what, right now, we will restart this match. I'm being told right now by Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis that if there is a count-out victory, if Stone Cold pulls that crap again, they will restart the match, considering they could not get a steel cage here in time because the Athletic Commission wouldn't allow it. They could not get the rules and regulations sorted out. They couldn't get the legal mumbo-jumbo, as JoJo Jerk would say it, out of the way. So that is why they're going to say that if anything happens, count-out-wise, they will restart. Superman punch by Tone Bone. Tone Bone going for a quick count here. Tone Bone wants to fight the winner of Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart at King of the Ring. He was out here before, and he told everybody he is going to do whatever it takes to win. Wait a minute, now Tone Bone going for his patented Death Valley driver, the Bone Crusher. He just hit it. Wait a minute. 1, 2. And Stone Cold kicked out Tone Bone. Tay pulling out all the stops already, trying to get a victory here with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now Tone Bone tossing Stone Cold to the outside, and he's going to the top rope. And Tone Bone misses a big-time splash. Stone Cold hits him with a drop kick. And now Stone Cold, and Tone Bone with another flying forearm. Tone Bone better get Stone Cold back in the ring. As I said before, you can't win with a countout. So Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce will just restart the match if that happens. And now Tone Bone going for a big-time kick that Stone Cold rolls out of the way of. And now Stone Cold gets blocked. And now Tone Bone firing some shots into the abdomen here. And now Tone Bone going for a beautiful, oh, wait a minute, Stone Cold blocks the pendulum backbreaker with an eye rake. And now Tone Bone going for a Mongolian chop that Stone Cold blocks. And now Stone Cold goes for his own chop. And now both men going shot for shot, tit for tat, if you will. Back and forth, both men here. Stone Cold Steve Austin and Tone Bone. There must be a winner. The winner goes on to fight Shawn Michaels or Bret Hart. Stone Cold Steve Austin now and Tone Bone exchanging shots. And now Tone Bone saying, what do you got? You ain't got shit. And Tone Bone now firing back into Stone Cold. And they go, the fight breaks down. Stone Cold, let's shut Tone Bone. Letting it all hang out on the line. They know what's at stake here. And now Stone Cold Irish whip. The over and under. And now Luthes pressed by Stone Cold. Firing off with his patented punches. And now Stone Cold Steve Austin goes for a count here. 1, 2. And Tone Bone kicks out. Ladies and gentlemen, I would have been very upset if this match would have ended on a Luthes press. And Tone Bone. Now, wait a minute. Stone Cold Stunner. Stone Cold Stunner. Tone Bone. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Stone Cold. Stone Cold just won. Stone Cold is going on to fight the winner of Shawn Michaels or Bret Hart at King of the Ring. And Stone Cold Steve Austin now. What is he doing here? He's going to check on Tone Bone. What the hell is this about? And now Tone Bone punches Stone Cold right in the face. Stone Bone. The Tone Bone playing possum. I don't know what this means now. Tone Bone was supposed to be the number one contender, but now Stone Cold Steve Austin is now headed to King of the Ring, where he will take on the winner of Shawn Michaels and Bret the Hitman Hart at the King of the Ring. Ladies and gentlemen, we can take in some chats right now while the crew gets the Nitro crowd ready. We got a lot of matches on Nitro as well. A lot of cool promos and segments. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in for a hell of a night here on at the LSWA's Sunday Night Slam. Opening up the contest on Monday Nitro is the Saponi Werewolf, Justin Booth, going one-on-one with Alpha Red. We will, of course, hear from Action Figure Addict. He's got some things to say about his loss against Rey Mysterio last week. Of course, we have Faye Wilde finally cashing in her number one contendership for the WCW WWE Women's Championship against Elantra Blaze. That will also be happening tonight on WCW Nitro. Paulie Pepperjack, the lover boy himself, will be in action as he takes on Cruz del Toro of the LWO. Ladies and gentlemen, if you bear with me while we go through these matches, I will be setting up and booking WCW Monday Nitro right now. And I will be talking about some of these matches right now in the opening contest for sure. It will be a one-on-one contest. It's the Saponi Werewolf, Justin Booth, and Alpha Red. I think it's a receipt from last week where Alpha Red scored a pinfall victory in a tag team match on the Saponi Werewolf. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. But there's a lot to prove here between these two men. They are both also in the Cruiserweight division. And listen, it could have Cruiserweight division implications on it. Cruiserweight championship implications on it, as the Saponi Werewolf, Justin Booth, will battle Alpha Red in the opening contest of WCW Monday Nitro. Like I said, we will also hear from Action Figure Addict about his loss against Rey Mysterio Jr. last week, the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. Listen, Alpha had some things planned. He had big plans for that WCW title. Unfortunately, turns out it didn't happen. Rey Mysterio had plans of his own. I don't know why you're coming out with the Great Muta. That made no fucking sense. Well, ladies and gents, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break character, but Faye Wilde, for some reason, was coming out with the Great Muta. But the Faye Wilde will be taking on Elantra Blaze for the WCW. Hey, Father Son Galaxy, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Welcome to the LSWA. If you want to join the ranks, if you and your son want to join the ranks, father and son tag team action, you can join the ranks by just joining the membership. We'll put you on the rosters, and you guys can fight and be immortalized here at the LSWA. All you got to do is join the membership. As I said before, Faye Wilde will be taking on Elantra Blaze for the WCW Women's Championship. Elantra Blaze has carried that belt proudly, but Faye Wilde has other plans. Faye Wilde wants to take it back to the Wild, to the fairy realm. Will that happen, ladies and gents? Only time will tell. As I said before, Paulie Pepperjack, the lover boy, will be in action as he takes on Cruz del Toro of the LWO. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm impressed as of late by all of these men, by Cruz del Toro and the LWO, by even Paulie Pepperjack himself. Listen, Sausage and Peppers has proven many times over that when the odds are stacked against him, he rises to the occasion and gets the job done. But ladies and gentlemen, here's the question. Will he get the job done tonight against Cruz del Toro? We will see. He's also, I'm being told, being joined. He will be managed by Estelle. Estelle wants to keep a close eye on things, especially considering that one Sugarfoot the Violator has had her eye on one Paulie Pepperjack. Jeff Areno will also cut a promo. He's got some things he says he wants to get off his chest. And a $5. Thank you so much, Justin Booth, for the $5. I want to take over the Cruiserweight division on both WCW and WWE. Justin Booth putting it out there for the locker room right now that he wants to take both Cruiserweight divisions by storm. Unfortunately, right now, the WWF does not have a Cruiserweight division, which is why the Cruiserweights are on WCW, which is why Justin Booth right now is currently on WCW. As I said before, Robert of Robert's Infinite Realm here in the LSWA, he's referred to as just Infinite Robert. He will be debuting in WCW. He will be debuting in WCW against Santos Escobar, another big-time talent here in WCW. And listen, these men are going to put it all on the line here for WCW and the LSWA. I mean, ladies, Tony, you do great. Nico Design. Oh, thank you so much, bud. I appreciate you for that. Like I said, I can break character while we're in this mode. I don't mind. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We're going to do Nitro, and then we're going to wrap it up and talk about what you guys thought about it, what we can add to it, or anything like that. I'm having a blast right now. My wife, hopefully you're having fun. I got you doing more stuff as well. Zakanin said he wants a couple of minutes of people's time. He wants to come out, wants to address a certain somebody in the locker room. He didn't tell us who. We have no idea who it is, but he will be addressing said person tonight on WCW Monday Nitro. In tag team action, ladies and gentlemen, Morning Wood, Jeff Areno, and Woody will be taking on the debuting Maximilian Tucker and Ken's Toys, the new Blackjacks. Ladies and gentlemen, the excitement here, I can barely contain myself. As you can see, we have had action. It's been an action-packed Sunday evening. I can't thank you guys enough for hanging out with us here at the